And hello and bonjour, happy and beautiful and blessed Venus Day. Let's see what the vibe is for today. It's like really hot today as well too. The sun is shining. The Seven of Swords in reverse. The Magician. Under that we have the Six of Wands, and then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. And with the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse, the word that came into my mind was deductible. Deducting. It's kind of just like, it's the sense of being given information or having a whole bunch of information, but deducting anything that does not align with the truth regarding the information or whatever, right? So yeah, having like a lot of information and then like kind of just peeling away the things that don't fit or that aren't the truth, more or less here, because the Seven of Swords, when that's in reverse as well too, that's kind of just because it speaks on scheming, on plotting. It's a very deceptive kind of energy, you know, attempting to get away with something, but in reverse can indicate, you know, seeing through something, so deducting. And then we have the Magician there, right? And of course, with the Seven of Swords, that focuses on deceit from others, but of course, all the ways in which we do it to ourselves. But with the Magician there, which is a very potent and a very magical energy, you know what I mean? It focuses on alchemy and whatnot, right? It's kind of peeling away all the things that honestly perhaps was creating some kind of blockages as well too. Projections. Yeah, it's a sense of just like peeling away like a lot of things. Of course, externally when it comes to like other people, but definitely I do want to focus on internally like as well too. Like, you know, projections that we might have been projected or whatever, but also the things that we were carrying like internally or whatever, anything that's that was carried internally that perhaps was creating some kind of blockage into, with the Magician there, what from being one's truest self, if that makes sense. That has to make sense. Well, it doesn't have to make sense. The Magician has all the tools that they need to create the life that they're wanting, and just to create, you know, they're the Magician. Whatever they want, they can make, they can create. But sometimes when we hold ourselves into certain, like, when we place ourselves in certain, like, limitations and everything of this nature, that, you know, naturally holds us back from our fullest potential. And then we have a Five of Cups there in reverse. Restored hope. No longer dwelling on past failures. There's something about like kind of a sense of recognition, recognizing why things are kind of panning out the way that they are or whatever. There's a sense, like a realization of like, how do I say, a realization of how the things that one was like holding on to, how it was creating some kind of blockages here. And then what's 5 and 7? What does that make? 12, 3. 3 is a very expressive kind of number as well too. It's just something about like, as I said in the very beginning, deducting lies, illusions. There's something of this, all being able to do that as well too comes with reflection, which also ties in with the number 7, which is like a very reflective kind of number anyway. And it's through that deduction or whatever, it's kind of, and that peeling away is helping with bringing whoever back to themselves. Yeah, I don't really feel need to say anything more. That's really what's like coming through. Yeah, something, information. We have the Page of Swords that's gathering like information. You know what I mean? The 8 of Swords here being in reverse, freeing yourself. But of course, yeah, with the 7 of Swords, it's two things. Peeling away and releasing the projections and like lies from others, but also internally. It's a two-way street. I think that's all I feel to say. Carrying a lot of like lies that we've told ourselves and projections from other people as well too, that's a very confusing thing. Being confused can cause stagnation, you know what I mean? And as I said last night, no one wants to be static. Nobody wants to be, it's not the goal to just be flat or whatever. But it's kind of just like, yeah, like seeing through the lies, the illusions, the projections. The 6 of Wands. Recognition. Yes. So I guess what I'll just say with that is to continue mastering what you're mastering. Forging what you're forging. Molding what you're molding. In the spirits of the number 8.